Hey guys, my name is Hockey Sam. I'm a qualified sports therapist, and today I've got here John Harding Jr., a pro middleweight boxer.
The South Londoner, formerly from the wrong side of the tracks. He spent half of the first decade of his adult life behind bars, but his inner spirit, dedication, his discipline through the help of boxing and its structure have turned things totally for John Harding Jr.
He wears the black and gold. He scaled 11 stone, 2 pounds, 2 ounces. His professional record, 8 victories against 1 defeat. He has 1 draw and 2 wins coming by way of knockout.
Your time now, pest. That's what they call him, John Harding Jr. Look at that, and a body shot, and Yadofia tries to match him in the center of the ring.
Introduce yourself, bro.
Yeah, it's good. I'm John Harding Jr. I'm a professional boxer. I'm aiming for greatness, and I'm just focused and here to get all the benefits from sports therapy.
Definitely lovely. So I'll first of all start off with, how did you get into boxing?
Well, from young, I was just kind of looking for something in terms of like the fighting aspect, and that planted the seed from young, and it just always kept me away from like the wrong thing in terms of smoking. Always put me on a good track, so I always found myself returning to boxing.
Okay, cool, nice. And what's your favourite fight been since you've been a professional and everything?
My favourite fight, I would say, my favourite fight would be my last fight. I fought for the English title. That was, I think it was just the build up, the rivalry. To fight someone that was once a close, or I say like a friend, and then we had to, just put on a line for the entertainment of boxing. I loved every minute of it.
Yeah, that's really good. And how long have you been boxing for?
I've been a professional now. 4 years now. 4 years.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
And how have you used boxing to change your life and everything?
The discipline, focused. Starting the day. Like boxing, if you've got a lot of things on your mind which are negative, it affects the boxing. It will come out in the ring. You can't hide it. So it's helped me to be positive, helped me to realize a lot of things that you have to get through on your own. That mindset, if you're born on your own, you're down on your own, you're in the ring on your own. So it's giving me that tunnel vision in anything I need to do. I must myself get through it.
I respect that, especially because I play basketball and
How is it?
yeah, I can't do fighting sports.
Yeah.
Like I don't have that confidence in me to do it. Like I'm scared to get hit. But with basketball, what you said is like an escape, helps you focus and stuff.
Yeah.
And everything. I 100% agree with that.
Basketball was like my first love of sport.
Oh really?
Yeah, that was my first. I used to play basketball and boxing.
Yeah.
And that was something that I tried to go back the other day. And, you guys were moving. It was crazy, man.
Fitness different, innit?
It was crazy. Obviously, I've got the fitness, but I was just everything just getting the. I ain't done it since young, so having the ball control back, and it's just like it reminded me of when you have to be consistent in something.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't just pick up the ball and do how I used to dribble and drive. I used to be able to do that and shoot so easily, and I just found it difficult. But yeah.
Yeah, like even me, I've gotten super rusty. I don't play as much anymore, so
Okay.
you want to pick up the ball, dribbling's
Yeah.
not there, the shooting.
Wow.
It's a bit, you know what I'm saying?
But be better than mine though, bro.
That's really good. How did you end up being Dylan White?
Vibes, the gym, Miguel's gym. Where we used to train, that's where he was, trained, and he always passed through, and we just able to become closer through there, and just offered me opportunities in terms of just seeing that I've got what it takes, and he just needs to throw the rope down, the opportunity which no one gave him, so he just decided to give it to me.
That's really, really good. And what was your first injury?
What was my first injury, that's a good one. I think it was my left knee, you know.
Do you remember what happened to it?
Yeah, but I fell on it, you know, someone pulled out a weapon. It was way back.
Yeah.
And I was one and I fell it, at least ever kind of ways. Had a little situation there where it flares up at times, but over the years it's gotten a lot better. But that was my first concerned injury.
Yeah. And when was like your first introduction to like sports therapy, physiotherapy?
My first introduction, I think I met one of my physios through another boxer, and I didn't really know the proper benefits of it. I just knew that it was good too. And when I started seeing top athletes regularly going to physios, I made it a must that at least, I don't know, when I'm not in camp, the difference when you're in camp and when you're training, like now I'm just training. When you're in camp, there's a fight date set. You've got 8 weeks, 6 weeks, 12 weeks. To this date, you start getting a camp, a routine. And that might be to train Monday and then maybe physio Tuesday. In camp, I'll at least try to see my physio maybe twice. You know what I mean? If I'm abroad, then, you know, the physio can see me like nearly every session, every 2 sessions or so. You can see me, but from seeing the benefits of what they were doing and how essential it was, it is very essential.
Yeah. And, you know, so, for example, right now you're not in camp, so how often do you see a sports therapist or physio?
Well, that's right now weekly.
Yeah.
I try. If I can see it as much as I can, but because there's so many. My last one was I had a right shoulder, and it was just weakened. I didn't know, but if he didn't give me the knowledge of, you know, I can strengthen it, I just thought, you know what, this is my weakness. It's just gone. You know what I mean? And I was just working on things so much in the camp I was in. I dedicated days. I was just fully to strengthening it, and I was able to get it back.
I think it's so important, especially like the education aspect of it. Like I think we spoke about before the interview, just in terms of like some people don't know the importance of like seeing a physiotherapist or physio, because we see what the problem is and we want to assess it and tell you this is what the problem is, rather than, you know, I'm just like that. But we can give you a solution to the problem.
Yeah.
And how has your training been during the lockdown? Especially like trying to stay focused mentally, routines and stuff and everything. How's that been? If
you're locked, then you have to develop a routine. I was hoping to go back to Portugal because I just think, yeah, my routine's just there. Then now it's like, damn, you know, we couldn't because they weren't allowing people in. And then it was like, I had to just get back into like maybe my runs, find a gym that I can use as a professional, you can use it just like as work. So getting the days available. So it was hard. Okay, I have to find out the days it's available. All right. Okay, I'll run that day. I can't do strength and conditioning because there's no gym for him to work in. So I hook up with some of my team, and then we do runs on a certain day. So it's all about lately getting the diary right of what I was doing. But at first it was very hard, man. I had to go to the park shadow boxing. I had no gym that I was able to use at all. It was just like, this is it. I just had to just run. I was just running daily, you know, and it's tough, but you just got to deal with it.
No, yeah, definitely. And in terms of like, I'm just gonna go back a bit with like sports therapy, physiotherapy. Like, what's your favorite type of treatment to get usually? When there's no injury but you need some sort of treatment.
There's two. I think just a deep like sports massage that loosen up the muscles. And And also, Lord, what's the name of that? It's like a shocker wave. I don't know if you've heard of that. I've used that on my, that really helped my shoulder.
The tens? They put pads?
No, it's a shocker wave. It's like a gun like that, and it just goes. It makes a man. It hits the tendons and joints. Yeah, a lot of shocks.
Okay, I've never used that before.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't enjoy it, but it's like it's the benefits what it does. But
Yeah.
really, mainly my muscles loosened up. It's definitely needed because in the sport of boxing, it's wear and tear on the body is so harsh. But then you're pushing the limits. You're training 2 to 3 times a day. Or today I've trained twice. I've just come from training straight to here. So it's so essential to regen the body.
Yeah, definitely that maintenance there. Like just because again, you're training 2-3 times a day. You need something to take care of your body at the same time because eventually you'll crash.
Yeah.
So, especially when it comes to fighting sports, like it's a lot of trauma on the body. Like
it is
continuously just hitting.
You're requiring so much from it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like okay, like now I need to go. Okay, tomorrow morning I've got to do some runs and sprints with the guys. But right now my body's in that mode of like it needs something to regenerate it.
Yeah.
I need to rest properly and yeah, it's just.
So how many rest days do you have in a week?
You know what? It depends. I normally have weekdays off, or my rest day might be 1 session in a day.
Yeah.
And then I'll have a rest day. When I'm in camp, it will be it could be 6 days, and then rest Sunday.
Yeah.
But I will go to a day when I feel like my body's saying no, and it's very hard to try and train smart and listen to your body. You know what I mean? So.
But that's why you need to have a team. People to literally just make a plan for you. Best people to say this is what you need to do basically.
Yeah.
So that's really beneficial. Another thing I want to talk to you about is just in terms of like, obviously I know that you went to prison and everything.
Yeah.
But in terms of like, how did you bounce back from that to where you are now, basically? Like,
it's a long journey, man. Just never saying no, not quitting, not listening to anyone else. But listening to the dream in your head, listening and following it, imagining it and just never giving up, never saying no, you know what I mean? It's always gonna wait, it's always gonna, to this day, you know what I mean? It's there. I'm trying to get back into the ring, trying to recover, hoping to just recover tomorrow, like you just want to just recover and things be right. So it's just, it's weird, you have to enjoy the process, and how I did it is just put myself around the right people who lead you the right way, and just working, continuous work, and that's what I kept doing, was just working and working and working.
No, it's spot on, bro, honestly. Just keep working your dream, surround yourself with the right people. That's something I'm trying to do, like, obviously, just like my YouTube page and everything, just believe in myself. Like, there's some days where I'm like, I don't want to do this, or I just overthink and I just get overwhelmed and not do anything, but...
Just do it. That's all you do, is count to 5, do it. That's what I do. If you really want to do it.
I used to have when I first started, I used to have like a bad habit, because I wasn't very comfortable from the camera, but now I'm more comfortable, but sometimes I literally make excuses in my head to not record.
But these are all going to be things you're going to look back on. Like, you look at every big person, they always reshare a throwback. Remember, it started from there. That's what it is. I always have imagination. The future me is holding my belt or in some third jacket or big cup, and tells me, don't stop, because I need you.
Yeah,
I have that always in my head. Anytime I just see myself. It's just there. The room goes silent, and that future person says, "I need you. I need you." You know what I mean? I need you to keep working. So, just keep working. Soon this will be, big TV screens, big camera, someone standing behind there.
Amen.
You know what I mean? And that's it. It's you. You have to see. You have to believe more than others believe in you. And that's a very struggle. But that's.
You have to be your biggest fan.
Yeah.
Especially, I'm a big fan of rap and stuff and everything, but I've been really listening to what these man say. They really believe they're the best rapper.
Yeah.
And that applies to like anything you do in life, like any career. You gotta genuinely believe, for example, I'm the best sports therapist, physio out there, because who else is gonna think that?
Yeah.
So I definitely hear what you're saying, man. But yeah, that's the end of the video interview. Thank you very much, bro. Really appreciate it.
God bless, man.
You guys make sure to like, subscribe, share this video to all your friends and family. Also follow John Harding. I'm gonna put all of his socials description box below. And have a lovely day and stay safe.